Afternoon, 270-101 arrived here a few hours ago on a test train bound for crew. You're driving part of the return journey to Preston, where clear yourself before making your way up towards Preston. So it's the Mesquite with Shift and M, reverted to auxiliaries. Reset the AWS, put on our visual lights. Go outside. Headlights are already set up. Reset capped. And the train is now set up, just need to wait for a clear path. As far as goes, someone needs to fix that drop. Because outside it's quiet, but on the inside it's really fucking loud. So there's 45 in the background and 86 coming in from Houston. So departing Carlisle, speed limit is 20 miles an hour. You may need to tap signal Charlie Echo 278 if it's displaying a danger aspect. Yeah, because for some reason the 45 went through towards Upper B Depot, and then when we came through it was a danger. Weird. So line to the left goes towards Newcastle, through Hexham and Tuttle via Appleby and to Leeds and Skipton. And to the right is the Cumbrian coast towards Barrow. And we go straight on towards Preston via Oxenholme. Coming up on Upper B Depot and sidings. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure what to put here. I did look on Flickr. About what to put in. I did see like an 08 with a few hoppers going through Carlisle to Citadel Station. I think we're going from like Upper Bay to Kingmore. So yeah, we've got some like proper retro stuff, like proper BR Blue. We got 25s, 40s, 47s, 37s, 86s, 87s, the APT, 101s, 08s. You know, like proper 1980s. Yeah, I put it into emergency by accident. There we go. So there's a 45. I think that came off a Nottingham train. And then the A6 took over to Scotland. Because I think the 45 started at Nottingham, went to Leeds. The Leeds over to Carlisle through like Seoul and Appleby to Carlisle, and then the A6 took over to either Glasgow or Edinburgh. Of course, now Nottingham to Edinburgh trains don't run because the timetable has completely changed since the 1980s, of which the 1980s was 40 years ago. Yep, 40 years, 40, 40 years. And the APT is like 40 years old, and it does look very, very modern. Hopefully not being drowned out. I did put down the desktop audio by negative 7.5 decibels on OBS because for some reason Dovetail made the APT like deafeningly loud. So this scenario is called 5 Zulu 10 1500 Carlisle to crew. This APT-P set is taking a test run from crew to Carlisle. I'm going driving part of the turn to Preston non-stop. Temperatures are below freezing. Hopefully the equipment won't freeze. So this is set in 1982. So the APT, literally Alan Thompson's favourite train ever. And I'm not blaming the APT, is a very interesting train. It's literally the UK's first tilting train. That unfortunately didn't really pan out very well. Mainly it was plagued with technical faults, mainly with, I think it was the braking system. The tilting was fine, it's just the braking system kept fucking up. Also to do with the media and the press and politics and money. So the APT, or the Car 370, was constructed in 1981. I guess I think late 70s. And it entered service in 1981 on an inaugural run from Glasgow to Euston. But because it was winter, the train kind of froze and had to be rescued. So yeah, the inaugural one didn't really go very well. So yeah, I took the APT out of service. I think it returned in 1984, and by then no one really cared. So BR withdrew the APTs in 1986. Out of all the APTs promoted, so 370 001 to 006, so 3 train sets, only one of them survives at the Crew Heritage Centre. Which have been on the APT, it's a very nice train. It looks good, the seats are comfortable, of the ones at the Heritage Centre are comfortable. And the ride quality, I don't know because it can't move. I mean, you can look on YouTube for like old videos of the APT when it was on the mainline in the 80s. And the seat quality, or the ride quality, it doesn't look really good because it's not like you can bounce around everywhere. Also, thinking about the APT is that on one side you can see like the countryside and fields, and then the other side you can see like the sky. I think it causes like travel sickness, like you do with like aircraft. So the APT cab, let's see what dovetail put in. So speed is okay. So on the left side you have a door. Don't do that in real life. Over here you have some diesel generators that power the auxiliaries. I think the power of the auxiliaries only during emergency when the OH leaves down and the train has no power. Because the thing about the APT is that the train is completely insulated, which means no air can get in. Which means when the auxiliaries fail, from lack of overhead power being drawn, people on the train would just suffocate. So what BR did was put in like a diesel generator that would power the auxiliaries in case of emergency. It's really cool. Over here we have the main driving desk, very blue. And I'm pretty sure this did inspire the HST. I actually think it was the other way around, because the HST came in before the APT. So this thing in the middle with the 125 in it, that is CAPT. Okay. So this is CAPT, or CAPT, or Control APT. It's a speed advisory system. Sorry. So 125, or whatever it says here, is the maximum speed the train can travel. So the maximum speed 125. So because the APT could take corners a lot quicker than conventional non-tilting trains, the APT was able to do a lot faster speeds, which meant the driver had to be told how fast they could go. So what BR did was put some transponders in the track every, I think it's like kilometre, 500 metres, that would send a message to the train telling the driver how fast they could go. Until the advisor doesn't really do anything, so if the driver overspeeds, nothing happens. Also, the APT in passenger service, it could do 125 miles an hour max, and in testing it could go up to 140. So this is a test train, hence the head code starting with a 5. This is a test train, but kind of the story behind this scenario is that the train can only do like 125 max, you know, for testing purposes. Also down here. So you would think that the yellow button is the AWS, but no. The yellow button is CAPT acknowledge, and the blue button is AWS. This was before the AWS was standardized to be like a yellow button. So I watched a video about the drivers when they're driving APT, and he said that because the AWS reset and the capped warnings sounded very similar, instead of deciding which one it was, they just pressed them at the same time. Or in TS you can just press Q and E. So Q for the AWS and E for capped. Over here you have the gas phone and guard buzzer. Cars. Yeah, I think these are called, what are they called? FBX. They come with the AP50, and they come with pretty decent 1980s cars. Like whatever that one is. I think it's like a Volkswagen. It even has the VW logo. And the front is an 86. Cool. Going to Perth. Anyway, back to APT. So coming up on Penrith. North Lakes. I don't know about you, but that speedometer is really hard to read. Oh yeah, I should have also said that one day was got mainland of a shop created by Keith Ross, available on Steam. It's also set in winter because at the time of recording it is Christmas time, where it doesn't snow because England. So the APT in Tracing was created by Dovetail Games. I think it's more like a passion project, which is why the APT is far higher quality than Dovetail's other releases. Like, I don't think people expect Dovetail to put like this level of detail into a train if it wasn't for something special at the APT. I think on ATS there's only like 3 scenarios for the APT. Well, 3 serious scenarios. You had one from Crewe to Preston by Matt Carroll. You have Preston to Carlisle by me, 1 Sierra 86. And you have this one, 5 Zulu 10. And also, before anyone asks, timings for this journey, they're not real, they're made up. But I am using the working timetables from 1982. So the AI is real, but the timings for this train aren't. I guess APT test will be in the short-term planning anyway, and not in the working timetable. So we have head out view. Also, it does come with a passenger view, which is only in the buffet coach for some reason. I think it's pretty well modelled, it could be a bit better. Also, the passenger view, it is incredibly loud for some reason. Like, it would have made more sense if Dovetail put the passenger view in a more used coach, like a driving vehicle or first class. But no, they chose the buffet coach. There's also this weird glitch with the APT, like in the longer sets, if you drive after a while, the car starts swaying, you get like sickness from it. I think it's like motion sickness. I think it's because with the APT, all the coaches are unpowered with the 2 power cars in the middle, I think it's something to do with TS's physics engine that causes the train to sway all over the place because the power is coming from the middle of the train and it's propelling all these interconnected coaches. Well, I don't think it's much of a problem on the short sets, like this one. Also, Alan did show off like a sound patch pack. Sound patch for the APT a few weeks ago. I really do hope it be released because if the APT needs one thing, it's a sound tweak. So continuing on the cab, you have this panel over here that opens with switches that don't do anything. I think they're for capped. Yeah, capped over here. Over here you have a door that opens. Don't do that in real life. And over here you have a hot plate. You know, standard for like BR stuff. Also, if you go in the cab, you can see a pasty. Very cool. Also, I think we're following behind a steel train. Again, I did look on Flickr for what this could have been, and what came up, I think it was like a double-headed 86 with some steel hoppers. Also, I really can't wait for Wagon's new 87 because that has so much potential because it has BR Blue, Intercity, Virgin, Rail Tours. We can finally bin off the default ones. To come back to scenarios, there's only 3 scenarios, again Matt Carroll and 2 of mine. Hopefully some other people will do something with the APT. Because it is a major part of British rail history. As being the UK's first Hudson train. Which technology was sold to Fiat and then eventually incorporated into the Pendolino. I think this freight train up ahead, the steel train, comes off at Shap, so we can overtake it. say scenarios, you could do. Wait, could you do that used to 1980s? I think so because we don't have the weird DMUs that were there. You could do overshot if you had to suspend reality for a bit. You could do missing link, as my Carl has done. You can do West Coast Main Line overshot. You can do West Coast Main Line North. I would like to do West Coast Main Line North. Do like a run from Preston to Glasgow. But at the moment, my working timetables only go as far as Greater Junction. I did look on the British Railway books. Turns out the section I need from Glasgow to Carlisle is out of stock. So, yeah, that's a shame. Hopefully I get one in the future. Hey, agree. So coming up on Shap. Also thinking about the APT is brakes. Is that because the APT was going to use like conventional tracks or conventional signaling blocks, the APT was required to go from 140 to 0 in standard signal blocks, which meant the APT had to have insanely good brakes and brakes that wouldn't fail or overheat, which they did. That's still train. Going from Weathered Craig to D Marsh. Followed by an 87 and 86. We're gonna do 125. That's a very big military passing shots. So if you want to enjoy the scenario for yourself, it is available on alan2010.com. Sorry, better known as ATS. I think at the moment it has 60 downloads, which I think like a Blue Period scenario is pretty decent. I think the BR Blue Period is not everyone's cup of tea. Everyone likes it. I think more people are more inclined towards the more modern stuff. The stuff with no character and ironing board seats. And also it's snowing. Yay. Also about the wipers, when I first tested the scenario, the original plan was to have the APT started from Cornwall to Carlisle, but then when the snow hit, the wiper didn't actually wipe any of the snow, didn't work. You know, GG Dovetail. So change it to one that wasn't called Star, and it works. This is T-Bay. You know, they thought of the incline. Bring our speed back up to 125. Don't know the frame rate's all low. Must be the snow. Okay, cap is out to 0.95, which means we need to slow down to 95, which is now. Maybe AP could do like an APT EP. Even though I don't know how that would work. Because I think the APT at the moment with that crew, you can only get very limited sounds like doors and switches. Because there's no way on earth that the APT is ever going to move again. I think on the right is the A6. I think we'll follow the A6 from here towards Preston. I'm pretty sure it's the A6. If not some other motorway. This is Grey Rig. Caps has gone up to 110 miles an hour. Yeah, the whopper sound is so annoying. So recently, Dovetail released a new route from London Victoria to Dover and Ramsgate. I have seen on the SES Facebook group that reviews for it, they are mixed. I think Chris Horsfield complained about lack of track easements and route build quality and blocking signals. Yeah, I'm just going to wait until the AP check and weather are updated. Then we can do like full runs from Victoria to Dover and Ramsgate with like a 375. Divide the train at Faversham. I would do like a step run from Victoria to Dover, but my timetable only goes as far as Gillingham. That sucks. I've also included Ramsgate with. I'm pretty sure there's a depot near Ramsgate for South Eastern. They've also included Blackfriars as well on the Thames Link core, so you can do like a 465 run from Blackfriars to Orpington via the Captain Loop. And also you can merge it with the HS1. So you can do like a full run from St Pancras to Ramsgate and St Pancras to Dover in a 395. That'd be cool. That was Oxenholme for the Lake District. Next station will be Carnforth, where we're joining the Cumbrian coast through Barra. So what is up with my frame rate? Because West Coast Main Line of a Shap, it's not really a resource intensive route, as you can see. For some reason my frame rate keeps dipping from 30. I do have chain sync capped at 30 just so it works better with OBS. For some reason it keeps dipping. A few destinations are reporting of equipment freezing on the train. Control has authorised the train to stop at the goods loop at Carnforth for a train crew to take a visual inspection of the train. Yeah, because the APT was kind of known for its technical issues. So I want to show off the pantograph. So because the pantograph had to be kind of level with the actually and the train tilted, British Rail implemented a very interesting way of keeping the train tilted and the pantograph flat. And DTG implemented it, or animated it really well. With this cool little animation. You know, patiently waiting for a turn. There we go. Anyway, enough Panthercraft cam. So because of equipment freezing, we're being pulled over into the goods ship at Carnforth, which is about 5 miles away. Also, the S-bend on the APT looks really cool. If I had to show it off here. Very nice. Okay, so coming up on Carnforth. Another thing, next aspect is a danger aspect. I think waiting for like a northbound express to pass us. Capt is warning us of a 15 miles an hour speed coming off the up main onto the goods loop. Also got a bloody cuckoo dig on the left. Gently just crawling up to it. So coming into the yard, so the technicians can do like a visual inspection of the train and determine whether we can continue forward. Also, Carnforth seem to have put in some like coaches and some locals, like 40s. Because I think around this time, the 40s were very prominent on the railway, on both passenger and freight. Hopefully APT bring back the AP40 because when Preston went from 32-bit to 64-bit, it kind of completely broken the stance on the AP40. I think AP tried to fix it, but it didn't permanently fix it. A few destinations have done external visual inspection of the train and have come to the decision that the train cannot continue further as a crew. Control will be sending a rescue local soon, scenario by me. So this is the end of the video because the traction train froze. So thank you for watching this video from Carlisle's Carnforth. Subscribe for more chasing content about the video if you're so inclined. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.